Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good? Honestly, man, this was a sight to behold. A new show with Wise Man in the title, so I'm pretty sure we are in pretty good hands as of right now. But as we just saw in this week's episode, it is very easy to take for granted what the episodes and animes before this show shows up. Dang, we destroyed them. Um, and that's because the CGI for every single monster in this show is absolutely bubkiss. Um, I don't know if it's because they had so many characters to design or if it's because there's so much that they want to get across for the scenery and stuff like that. But for me in general, the animated monsters were really bad. To the point where seeing him summon all the other CGI monsters besides the one angel and one cat that's not CGI, um, it was hard to really like feel it's like something big was happening, right? In my opinion, like it honestly just felt like another show having another battle instead of it feeling like this grandiose, crazy battle. It didn't come off that way, unfortunately. Mainly for me because of how the monsters look, and not only the monsters, but also his teammates, like his knights, his angels, whatever they were. Oh my god, all that stuff wasn't necessarily doing it for me, unfortunately. Maybe some other people really like what it is, but at the end of the day, I am not going to say this show is bad in any way, shape, or form. It's just that it wasn't the best looking. And if you know what I mean by like really rough looking CGI, this was rough. That's all it was. But overall, I understand where they're going with it. We got a online world that has been pretty much pushed to the brink of, needing the help of any and everybody. But at the end of the day, uh, warriors were the best go-to class, and it's clear why. Because as a mage, you usually have to cast. You usually have some type of period of talking that you have to do to even unleash your ultimate attack. Not to mention you're left wide open even after performing said attack, usually when you're a mage. Um, but that being said, it did also just feel like they were kind of, just jumping around, scheming around what's going on in this show. Because, like I was saying, there is a lot to be still said. The guy who is the solo master, the wise man, ends up just destroying this army of 10,000 by summoning 7,000 different types of troops and pretty much soloing them all by himself. Um, this is the type of stuff that's really interesting because they even call it out themselves. Like, if this is happening and everybody's out doing stuff conveniently, and all of a sudden 10,000 people show up, it doesn't seem so convenient, right? Someone has inside information on what's going on in this place, and that's seemingly why they would have launched an attack while there's like no one there to truly stop them from doing what it is they wanted to do. But after beating them all to a pulp and pretty much proving the fact that he is the ridiculous reason why this place is striving and doing well, he ends up disappearing right after that battle, and that's pretty much where the story is going to take place. The disappearance of this ridiculously broken wizard, and him pretty much being in a position now where um, anybody who, kind of gets close enough to understand what happens, I'm guessing there might be some stuff going on, right? Because you got to remember, not only was this thing like feeling like it was planned out, it also feels like anybody could have taken advantage of this situation and probably tried to move in closer than they should be. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with this show. It does look rough with the CGI monsters. Outside of that, everything else looked like a regular type of animation and stuff like that. So hopefully it's not the worst thing for people, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna hold anything back. They're not paying me anything to say good things. So no, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and what I was seeing just wasn't the greatest stuff ever for the monsters. But at the same time, there was over 7,000 of them, so I think this is just the best way to go about showing the mass numbers without having to put in the mass work of making every single goblet look ridiculously polished. Well, that being said, take care, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing day, night, evening. If you got this far, please do like and do subscribe because it does help the channel grow, and I would love to talk to more people than we already do. So, regardless, I hope y'all are having an awesome one, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. Peace.